This is my reply to several postings on Reddit. I'm going to get to the worst one at the end because it's not based on facts. It's based on YouTube absolutely monetizing the destruction of people's reputation, including mine. Some people on Reddit have reviewed my channel, and the quote is, WapTek, facts, data, and technology as the subject matter, not a review, and it really doesn't say anything about me, it just notes that I exist. The rest of the commentary that's under reddit.com/rsl/delphi-docs/ and also if you search the site through Google, reddit.com Delphi Content Creator Matrix lists other YouTubers and other sources that have demonstrated that they need to be paid attention to for either needing to be tested to see if there's something wrong with them or right with them. Yes, that's boss music you're hearing. That is foreshadowing. 15-minute video called Carroll County Sheriff Tobe, I can't pronounce it, and Delphi Fire Chief that apparently I put up. Now, I probably have. I don't remember. I may have changed the title. I may have updated it since this review. More than the first 20% of it was not on topic and packed with logical fallacy. One fallacy or fallacies. And on another video, 3 minutes into one of his vids, it was unrelated chatter and rambling, incoherent comment, rambling, incoherent wackadoodles, or a dime a dozen. When I read Whack Job's commentary, it sounds a little stupid. These are called just answering questions with WapTek. I have to read the fucking questions. Lost interest and moved on. Why would I expect anything beyond this point to be cohesive? If I'm reading... You know those videos where someone finds a car out in the woods and it shows a thumbnail of it being really awesome looking and the before picture it looking like shit? I spent the first 30 minutes with this ugly looking car. Yeah, welcome to me restoring the comment section. Should I call it that? Well, there's your 2 minutes and 36 seconds of incoherent sounding. I lost interest and moved on. Why would I expect anything beyond this point to be cohesive? You're not watching the rest of it. You're just spam commenting, saying shitbag, right? Then, unrelated information presented, more about being homeless, along with instructions and bragging about the same. I don't know if this is the Carroll County Sheriff Tobe yada yada fire chief video. We're not on the same video, actually, at all. If someone asked me, could the killer be a homeless guy in the area, since I spent 10 years mostly being homeless, but not always, but I call it 10 years of being homeless. I was housed intermittently once a year, or sometimes twice a year. Other times it was several years of no housing. I might have some reference point to this. Why referencing homeless people and hobos and such, which is what I was talking about, because it's a train trestle and train fans are involved. That you might need to know some of this shit before you discuss it. I'm afraid of homeless people. That's too generalized. That's literally, it's not the same, but it's a lot like saying I'm afraid of black people or Mexicans. That's so generalized that you're just setting yourself up to do something stupid. You'll trust people you shouldn't and mistrust people who are trying to help you. But you lost interest at 3 minutes because I rambled, quote unquote, by reading other people's comments. And by the way, I'm reading yours, so does anybody get this? It's kind of a theme here. In another video, someone says, if anyone deserves a benefit of a doubt, it's Robert Ives. He's talking about a video where I have Robert Ives in the title of the video. By the way, maybe I clickbaited something by putting in people's names or places to get people's attention. Someone also criticized, well, he included Delphi, Monon, and Indiana, but he also included Carroll County or whatever that. Yeah, I included all of the things people were looking up to find something that was referenced 5 different ways in a video, but that's another. But That's called search engine optimization or clickbaiting, depending on who you're talking to. I was doing it because everybody kept doing slightly different versions of it so they could split up the viewing audience, I guess, or something. I don't know what they were doing. Wasn't making it clear, so my video tried to. I got criticized on that and changed the title. So again, some of these may have a completely unrelated title now. Or seemingly. Robert Ives is not going to invent a topic like 3 signatures. Okay, I'm going to repeat this. The idea that all police departments, the FBI, the Department of Justice, refer to any criminals or murderers or whatever for any criminal activity, leaving a signature, and that's the accepted term universally, which was the assertion made by the video I was critiquing, that's not true. They're not universally called signatures. You can look up signature crime or crime signatures, but it's not just called signatures. That's never fucking done. It's very frustrating. There's a Wikipedia article on it. I mean, it's so generalized that, and so quasi-specific. They're not just called signatures. Robert Ives is quoted as using the term non-secular, or did he say non-sequitur, or other? I have 2 videos on this channel where I mention all the different words that sound like secular, but it may not be secular. Then he says, the source that had this did a sloppy editing job to remove it later. And there was a video that was done the same way. They edited the video. They erased the tapes. Any research done after that edit means squat. Or we look up archives or find out it never said it and people are misquoting because they misheard non sequitur for non-secular. The word secular is a trigger word with religious people. They'll hear it when you say something else. A non sequitur versus a non-secular. Now we're at the 7-minute mark and our first guy is saying, I'm not watching this video. He's blathering. Let's get to the uber and or superficial here. I don't think it's fair to compare him to Greeno. He's looking to monetize while contributing 0. You're referring to me or Greeno or somebody else. I'm not even sure that's an acceptable thing to say concerning Greeno. Oh, wait a minute, it wasn't. Archives below to see where I'm grabbing these from. And one of them is extremely disturbing about me. I'll do that last if we have time. I'm really getting tired of having to address this every few years. But here we go. Creepy guy. Quirky side-to-side eye movement. Also, some people say it's an Illuminati symbology because both my eyes are asymmetrical. Tangling endlessly about things said years ago. That's me rehashing shit from years ago. As if he's noticing something new and important. Me referring to something said years ago because people are ignoring it in the context of what are the videos about, or maybe genuinely people dropped it a few years ago and are now bringing it up and you didn't notice, which was actually what that was that the person's referring to, or not. Let's get the side-to-side, side-eye, one-eye symbolism bullshit out of the way. List of things that have affected my eye position. Visual cortex being bashed in an accident, making me blind. Then functionally blind, and then perceptually blind, and then face blind, and now I'm not blind anymore, at least I think. I'm 50-something. I've seen some shit. Next, almost losing one eye and then the other. I haven't even told my family members. And then an infection later on attacking one eye socket and the other, almost destroying them. The fact that I'm not completely blind or dead is a miracle. Next, I'm nearsighted, which causes my eyes to have to pull in really tight to see things that aren't really very far away or further out. Which is it? People get wall-eyed if they're nearsighted because their eyes are trying to compensate for what they perceive as being too closely together because the focus is wrong. It's part of the way your brain works. Early in life, my eyes did that. I was told that I had critical or precision issue. My eyes make it to where it's really hard to make me glasses. Now, what I did is I stopped letting them make me glasses and bought the lenses literally out of the piece of equipment they flip in position. These are called test lenses. Until I found lenses that made it to where I could see most of the time very well and just started making my own glasses. My vision has actually gotten better over the years. I just had to change my lenses and make them correct less recently. By the time I'm 100, I might have normal vision. The eye's positioning, someone's told me, you have to fix that. It's weird. It's weirding me out. I don't want to watch your videos. I'm not getting what is arguably thousands, actually tens of thousands of dollars, just to move my eyes to a position when, because of previous injuries, and that my eye sockets are built from grafted tissue now. No, I haven't told my family about that. God, that was a big bill. That was just to keep me from having eyes come out of my head. I'm not going to fucking get my eyes altered. Shut up. Why does my eyes go in two different directions? Because I look from side to side. One eye is slightly farther sighted than the other. Again, one eye's improved more than the other. They're not symmetrical. Next, this kind of condition, the walleye syndrome, is shared by roughly 5% of the population you walk past. I hope you live in a world where dealing with usually nearsighted geeks that are probably your accountants are a group of people you want to avoid because of appearances. Sorry for the fucking, endlessly talking about shit that doesn't matter and ranting and wackadoodle stuff. It gets aggravating having this pointed out. That's why I don't address it very often, so let's just do one fucking video. Facial features and speaking style in those lighting conditions reminds me of somebody. A slightly more hardened and less whimsical brother to Hugh Hefner. I have been compared to Hugh Hefner twice in my life before. Once in bed. So, I'm not sure. And yes, aesthetically I've been told that technically I have an attractive face. I don't think of myself as attractive because, oh crap, the crap that happens to me if I even try to act on anybody thinking they're attracted to me. With the exception of, if you're watching, two beautiful ladies who said they were attracted to me, which was very complimentary, and I appreciate it. One more than the other, maybe. And I do appreciate this, and it was nice, but there's this whole built-in frustration that everybody attracted to me is on the other side of the fucking planet or something. No kidding, it's annoying. By the way, if anybody's curious, I'm straight. Now you got to figure out what species I am, but at least I'm straight in that species. Okay, now we're going to get to the not-so-nice part. On Reddit. On at least two websites, and part of a hate campaign done from before 2014 and during. The Dirty Half Dozen group. This was a group of people that told people from before 2012 till even last week that the world's coming to an end. They claimed to be Christians, and every one of them had a long history of grifting. One of them is from Britain, now lives in Spain. Another one lives in Australia. And another one or two are in the United States, specific states, but I'm not saying which ones. All of them knew that if you accuse someone publicly of being a reptilian baby eater, that certain varieties of people would never question it and attack them. But to get more people to attack an opponent who's debunking their bullshit story about the world coming to an end, from Nabru, they pushed it up a notch and said, I'm not a baby-eating reptilian. They said I was a child molester. By faking a bunch of shit that's really easily faked, that if you look at it for a few seconds, you can figure it out. They're doing it again, and now they're doing it on Reddit. Again, the last time this happened, Redditors just removed it, but they spent like 8 months doing it. And from 2014 to 2017, or 2016, actually, very, very odd timing, a particular person did it chronically by putting up YouTube accounts and going around impersonating me, asking people for access to pictures of their children. And he was arrested and imprisoned for being a rapist of children at a school. As a bus driver, 3 times that we know of. Please judge the source of the claim before you make it towards me, if anybody's curious. And yes, if anyone's watching from Reddit, go locate it and please remove those comments. And yes, they're recycling the same shit. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck.